But I realized I forgot to film an intro. So I'm on my way to get the biggest coffee possible because I am going to work. But I am talking today about depression, anxiety, and I really feel that you guys are going to be able to relate to what I'm saying as I'm getting ready for work. So I do want you guys to hit the subscribe button. All things beauty on this channel. And I'm hoping I can get to know you. I really want you to get to know me. And I'm just going to be real and raw with you guys. Oh, thank God that's outside the window. And yeah, that's it. So let's get started. And don't forget to comment down below. And, you know, I really do hope that you will hit that subscribe button before you leave. All right, guys. See you in a minute. So building a better me. You know, it all starts with the mind. Everything changes when you change your way of thinking. Do you know that you do not have to let any thought come into your mind? You can actually control what you're thinking. And when you start to go down a dark path, you can like imagine a stop sign and be like, okay, I need to rethink this and change my thoughts. And that is like the key to pretty much everything changing in your life. The average person has 300 negative thoughts in a day, and we are not average. So this is what I look like when I wake up. My skin is kind of a little splotchy, and I have white eyes because I was going in the tanning bed for a little bit, you know, and I'm drinking my black coffee and I've got to get ready for work. But I went through some really depressive, dark moments this last year to where just checking my voicemail made me anxious. It was that bad. So I have been working overtime and I have been putting in a lot of effort and a lot of self-care and really having to schedule it in because my life is so hectic and busy. I have 3 kids at home, 4 kids, and they all need me, and one has special needs. So this morning, I love doing these talking about this stuff while I put on makeup and stuff, because makeup helps you feel better. It's just like with music, you know, ever get that vibe where you listen to your favorite song and you're like, okay, yeah, I can deal with this today. Well, makeup can do the same thing. If you're putting on makeup and you're taking care of yourself, you're automatically going to start to feel a little bit better. And then you can focus on your thoughts and guiding them instead of letting yourself think whatever it is that pops into your head. I'll be giving some tips, beauty tips, as I make this video. Always use an eye cream if you are over 35 before putting on makeup. You want to make sure that that area is nice and moisturized and smooth, so you have a better chance of, you know, whatever concealer you use or foundation you use not settling into fine lines. Okay, and I have 2 foundations that I have been using and I love them. I've been using the Il Makiage for about a year now, and I really do like it. And my all-time favorite is the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear. And I have neutral, and then I have 420 Bisque neutral, and then the other one is I Woke Up Like This, I think, or something like that. Yeah, woke up like this. So I'm going to go ahead and use some primer. By the way, I saw Marlene Estelle's new video with that Lancome primer, and I want to try that out. You guys know that it's so hard to find a good primer, one that fills in pores, but doesn't leave a lot of residue behind. So I have the Benefit Professional. And your pores are not like these perfect little round circles. So you really need to make sure that you press this into the skin in different directions. Okay, I'm going to use a foundation brush today. Just ignore the fact that I haven't washed it. I know. But you know what? You've done it too. All right, so the Il Makiage. Sorry. That one says my iPhone storage is full, but I know it's not. That's really strange. Okay, so I am focusing this lighter foundation on the majority of my face, and then I'm going to put the other in specific areas. Okay. We're just going to buff it in. Making sure everything is nice and blended. And I love to use my 10 times magnification mirror because then I can get up real close. And if things look good up close, you know, they're going to look good outside in the light, you know? Okay, and that's when you're going to see the dryness too. Okay, so here we are with my darker foundation. I'm going to put that down here. And up here. Okay. Now I'm just going to kind of blend together. I'm not going to put foundation here because I'm going to put concealer there, and you don't want to keep layering on products. Okay. For brows, I have a few different products, and I'm going to go in with the Benefit Pomade and an angled brush. All right, and what we're going to do is line things and then clean it up. So basically, I'm going to underline kind of right here. And then I'm going to go throughout the brow. Make sure everything is the same color, you know, because brow products, if they're not an exact match, will change the color of the hair. So we want to make sure that that's good. Okay, then I'm going to pull out my Benefit Brow Pencil, grab my tweezers, go ahead and turn this over and clean up any hairs that are outside that line. Wow. Looks like I haven't done this in a hot minute. Whoa, look at all the hairs up here. Are you kidding me right now? Is that a hair over there? Wow, how did that happen? Okay. Okay. That's crazy. Note to self, pluck more often. Okay. Grab, this here is 3.5, the Benefit. It's like medium brown or whatever. Okay. So now we're going to go in with the pencil and make like hair-like strokes. Bring that tail down to kind of like a point. Whoop. Pay attention, Karen. Short strokes. Okay. Bring out the brow a little bit. You can clean it up with concealer. Don't worry about that. Then I have like that Benefit brow, what do you call this thing? Micro blade thingy. And I'm going to use this in the front just to make sure everything looks good. You can even travel throughout the hair, you know, again, making sure the color is the same. And then what you want to do is grab a brush and some concealer and just go underneath and over if you want. You can, oh, that's too much concealer. Dang it. It's all right. We'll figure out how to fix this. All right. I'm just taking a Morphe brush. All right. And cleaning that up. If you're gonna do the top and clean it up, I would suggest using a brush like this and your foundation so it doesn't lighten it too much, because we all have the tendency to use a concealer that is lighter to brighten the eye, and you don't want that on your brow. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you always want to make sure too that you have a beauty blender by that's damp, and I don't, so let me dampen it. Okay, and now we're just gonna go ahead and go over that like so. Don't forget to set the eye if you use concealer. I'm gonna go in with the One Size translucent powder, and I'm just gonna take my damp beauty blender and go over it. Go over my eye, I mean. Pressing it in, getting it ready for shadow. Now you can do your under eye concealer at this point, or you can go ahead and do the eyes first and then the under eye concealer, which is helpful if you get fallout and stuff like that. So what are we going to do for eyes? I've really been loving the Anastasia palette. So let's go ahead and grab a brush and dig in. These are the LaRousse Beauty, or is this Complex Culture? I can't remember. I don't know, but you guys have seen this before. We got it in subscription boxes. Okay, gonna start with Mango. And just kind of put some in that transition area and a little bit below. Tapping off my brush, doing circular motions, buffing it in. That kind of thing. Nice and easy eye look. We're going to work, not a nightclub. So we'll go in with Honey after that. And we're going to put Honey right out here. Blend back and forth. And we're going to gradually, a good rule of thumb is to go lighter, a little darker, darkest. That's just how it works. Okay, so we have Rose Water for a shimmer. Let's see if that's light enough. Yeah, that's good. That's good for here. Blend, blend, blend. You can always blend with your finger. Oh, I thought I got all my eye crusties. Ow. Okay, yeah. Exercising is the key when it comes to anxiety and depression. Deep berry I'm digging into here. When you are anxious and you have panic attacks, and I do, I have panic attacks, PTSD, some anxiety and depression, and sometimes it's controlled, sometimes it's not. Stressful life situations obviously will activate what's going on in your life and make things far more worse. You know, that's why it's so important what you tell yourself. But you can get yourself out of it. Sometimes medication is necessary. Always, always, whenever you have any issues, talk to your doctor. You know, you can find advice everywhere, but take that with a grain of salt and take what you learn back to your doctor and talk with them about it. So for anxiety and depression, talking to yourself helps tremendously. And exercise helps because anytime you get anxious or panic, your body releases hormones, cortisol, adrenaline, and your body needs to reabsorb those chemicals, in order for you to get back to sanity. I dip this round brush. It's a Morphe brush, I believe, or crease brush. It's a unique brush. And I'm going into a highlighter by Loose Beauty. This one here. I'm using the powder side. And I'm just going to go ahead and lighten my inner corner and bring that up. There we go. Can even put a little out there if you'd like. Okay. Going back to that Anastasia palette, I'm going into Peony. I think that's how you say that. It's like a flower or something, right? And I'm just going to put some out here. It's a shimmer. Just going to blend that in. And then we're going to use a darker color for the outer part. And we're going to go back into that deep berry. I'm going to start out here and just kind of blend right like that. Because we want some definition in the eye. You know what I'm saying. Okay, and you can use this brush to blend it out. But I would recommend going in with a blending brush that doesn't have anything on it to finish it off. like, some of these brushes I really need to get rid of because I don't use. This here, an angled brush. You don't want your eyeshadow to hang down. You want your eyes to look lifted. So be mindful when doing your shadow. If it comes down too far, go ahead and fix it and let things go like this. Okay, I'm gonna use some black liquid liner. What we got here? Let's go in. Do I want to use? There's so many. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just do a wing. The outer corner here. Make sure eyelids move, so take your time. And fill everything in to make sure there's no separation in pigment. You can bring the eyeliner in, just mind you that it might make your eyes look smaller if you go all the way to the corner. Gonna do some concealer. And I have the Tarte Shape Tape. And I think this one is light medium. Go back in with your beauty blender. Using that side. And press it into the skin. I almost feel like I'm beating my face with this thing. And then we're going to use some setting powder. I do like to use Jaclyn Cosmetics, her setting powders. I forget what she calls them. Y'all have seen it, I'm sure. And I do use it, see? Okay, using this part of the sponge, I'm gonna go ahead and press that in. Okay, now I want to do some bronzer, and I have the NARS in Laguna, and another favorite of mine. And then I've got this Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush. You can use this to do the nose, the side, actually everything. That's a look, ain't it? Gonna have to blend it in. All right. Gonna go ahead and use my sponge to blend. I don't particularly like to overdo my nose. I don't like that really skinny nose. Not my thing. Plus, you guys know when you're in school for makeup artistry, they do not teach you to put makeup on the way that YouTubers do. I just want you to know that. They just don't. It's not even close. Not even close. Everything is way more natural. I went in with a coat of mascara. I'm using the $1 Billion Brows Forever lashes that we just got. And I want to show you guys another tip. Because last time I showed you, you guys were like, I never thought to do that. Grab yourself a spoolie. Because you have a tendency to weigh down your eyelashes when you put on mascara on your lower lash line. So you just want to go ahead and go in and go under the hairs and lift it up. It makes such a huge difference. So they're not like plastered down your face. You know what I mean? And you can do this while the mascara is still wet. It's fine. But it separates things so much easier and it makes them look more natural. Love that tip. It is super hot here today and I am just going to work. So I'm basically just putting my hair back. I'm not even going to put on lashes, if you can believe it. And lashes make such a huge difference. And I love my lashes. Usually I don't go to the mailbox without them, but you know. All right, so we've got this lip balm mask kind of thing with the smiley face on it. I've been really liking a natural lip. especially when it's super hot. It just looks nice and, you know. Okay, so now we need to set the face. I'm not going to do a highlighter today. Not feeling it. So we got setting spray. We can also do the One Size powder. And basically when I do it, I grab a brush like this and I swirl, and then I just kind of press it in. And then we's good to go. That's me getting ready for work. Now remember, what did we learn today? We learned that if you want to make a change, you have to make a conscious decision to do it. And you might even want to start a journal. And with anxiety and depression, you really have to wake up in the right mindset and live for the present moment. So today, go ahead, make that decision to start building a better you. And maybe look for some quotes, you know, like you can do a Google search for any quote that you like, and then just start kind of saying that quote and just be like, you know what, I'm not where I should be yet, but I'm on my way. And say things like that to yourself throughout the day. All right, guys, so I am ready for work. I'm gonna go outdoor dashing, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.